The Joy Creation Ignite Collection seems like it's going to be the next big release in the Fazbear fanverse. But here's the thing, even though I like T-Jock, I haven't seen any gameplay of the Joy Creation story mode or the other games until about 2 weeks ago. So if you want to get into the Joy Creation story mode before the Ignite Collection releases, then this might be your video. I'm also going to be talking about the collection at the end of the video too, so stay tuned. But before we get to all that, I want to talk about thumbnails of the video real quick. So originally, it wasn't going to be a thumbnail that you see on screen right now. It was originally going to be this thumbnail made by I Am Reese. However, I didn't want to just take a screenshot of her video's thumbnail and then put words on it and call it a day. So I did instead use an inspiration to make the final thumbnail. Anyway, let's go story mode. Memory 1 starts the cutscene of Mike Schmidt, yes, that Mike Schmidt, waking up in a family's home, having no memory how he got there, and looking very beaten up. One of the kids also says that Mike sounds kind of like their dad. So, important maybe? After cutscene ends, we play it as a young Nick. We hear Mike's voice telling us the monsters are coming, and these monsters are the Ignite animatronics. Let's go over their mechanics. For Night Freddy, he will come to the window and need to close the curtain until he goes away. For Night Bonnie, he will knock on the door and then come in. To avoid him, you turn on the light and sit down in bed. Ignite Fox will be under your bed the whole night. When you see his hook, you turn off the lights, lay down, and close your eyes. Because apparently Foxy sees your eyes as two big spotlights. At least according to Mike. The Ignite Chica will be hiding out in your closet, and whenever she comes out, you turn the light off and then sit down in your crib. However, if she jump scares you, she will only stun you. Unless if the insanity meter light is red, then she can kill you. It's basically the original The Joy Creation demo, but not more mind-numbing than Five Nights at Candy's 2. And you stay up until 6 AM. Easy. That's gameplay of the bedroom. Memory 2 is in the living room, and during the opening cutscene, we learn names of the mom and the dad, Scott and Val. And guess what? The Scott is actually Scott Coffin. So why did Nikson decide to have the main protagonist of the Joy Creation be Scott Coffin? Well, here's my guess. Literally have no idea. Anyway, Scott goes to check on Mike, and Val start hunted down by the Ignite animatronics. Luckily, Michael calls and tells her to use any monitors or any other screen she's got to try to track him down. If they get to the living room, you must hide before they see you. On the TV, we can see a vision of Freddy and Foxy. Freddy comes from the left, Fox comes from the right. Now, both of them spawn at the same time, and take the same amount of time to get to the living room, meaning that you could get jumped by both of them at the exact same time. That's the TV and TV remotes for, because you're able to literally pause an animatronic to create a type of rhythm. However, the rhythm might not be permanent between the two. Now you may be wondering, what about Bonnie and Chica? Well, there's a double door right here behind the couch, and Bonnie will come through the double door. Whenever he comes in, both the doors will open, saying hi behind these bookcases. Now, as for Chica, I'm not entirely sure how she works, but according to the Joy Creation wiki, she will spawn if you sit down in front of the TV for longer than 10 seconds, and then jump scare and stun you. Where she come from there? No idea. Maybe a window, maybe through a vent. It doesn't matter. The point is that she's there just so you can't hold Freddy or Foxy on pause at all times. And again, you can't either way because of Bonnie. But anyway, that's gameplay for Memory 2. Memory 3 is in an office. The The cutscene is Scott being chased by Night Freddy and running into an office. Now, if you're thinking this means back to basic FNAF, where it's sit down in the chair and just close doors, no, you'd be wrong, because there are 3 doors that Freddy can run behind, and to get rid of him, you need to flash him in the eyes. And throughout the night, Freddy needs to be flashed 10 times. Even if you make 6 a.m. and do everything else perfectly, Freddy needs to be flashed 10 times. Now, if you ask me, this is actually good, because it makes the scene a little more challenging and adds a little more to it. Even though it may sound like a lot, Freddy does attack fairly frequently, so we should be good. For Chica, she'll peek through a wall, and to make her go away, you need to find her Ignite cupcakes in drawers, behind posters, and behind doors. As for Bonnie, if you see him on camera, you better hope that you're able to flip away immediately, because if he sees that you're watching him, he'll punch the camera and break it in a New York minute. Which leads to Foxy. Foxy can appear behind doors, but flashing will lead him to a death. You need to find Foxy on the cameras and stare at him long enough for him to stare back. This may sound kind of boring, but it looks and probably plays a lot better than it sounds. Keep in mind I have not played story mode yet. I'm going mostly on Markiplier gameplay footage and the gameplay footage that you guys are seeing. But also, future me, please don't forget to credit the guy for the footage. Now for Memory 4, which is the basement. So the cutscene is from Scott Cawthon's point of view, and he gets knocked down and kidnapped. And then from here, I'm going to explain this in the shortest, quickest way possible, because I honestly don't understand Memory 4 at all. Because, like, according to the wiki, we don't play as Scott like I assumed. Apparently we play as Mike. And whatever's happening to Mike, I don't know. But if I had to take a guess, he's probably going insane from the Ignited animatronics, who are actually demons in this game, and being taken controlled over or something. That's very bad English, but I literally can't explain this at all, so let's just speedrun through this. There's 6 phases. Phase 1, you explore the basement and return to the starting room. Phase 2, you collect a top hat, guitar, cupcake, and hook, and you burn them. Phase 3, you enter codes and don't walk into the endoskeletons. Phase 4, run down a hallway and literally don't look back. You look back, you're dead. Phase 5, you try to go back to see the basement door is not there while avoiding the endos. Phase 6, everything's okay and you're allowed to go upstairs. To me, it looks kind of stressful. And so we made it to the final memory, which is the attic. The enemies here are the endoskeletons from Phase 4, Creation, which is a manga-looking amalgamation of the Ignited characters, and Ignited Golden Freddy, who is basically the final boss, who was kind of the one behind all of this, since he can be seen in Memories 1 through 4. I literally didn't even know that whenever I was writing the script. I found that out last minute. In the attic, we play as Scott again, and this time, we are back to basic FNAF. Check cams and sit in one place. But this has a similar thing to Memory 3. You have to flash Ignited Golden Freddy, I think a total of 12 times in order to win. After you hit 6 a.m., at the end of the night, the building catches on fire, and in short, Mike kills Scott. Well, kind of. This demon is what kills Scott. I kinda wish that there was another ending to this game. Like maybe something through the hidden newspapers that appear when you see Golden Freddy in the previous memories. But overall, I think the story of the Joy Creation story mode is fantastic. But since Scott is the main protagonist and dies at the end, I was curious about what Scott Cawthon himself thinks about it. But how's this for an answer?
Like, I'm scared to mention names of anyone because I know that I'm going to leave out important,
Yeah.
but But I mean, like seeing these, insane games that Nikson comes up with, and and I've always heard nothing but good things about like the storylines.
So the last thing that I want to talk about this video was the Ignite collection and what it will contain, because we know that it's gonna have the Joy Creation story mode. But then what else is that gonna have? If one of what I think it should have, I feel like that should also have the Joy Creation Halloween edition, because there's good cutscenes, there's a story to it, and also because of Ignite's Springtrap. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the flip side.